I don't know what has been taking place these last couple weeks, but it's my left lash has just been giving me the business where it's just not even. I get home, look, the half of the lash band. Why are you lifting? I know we discussed this in my last video. Why are you lifting? Like John Legend. We are not trying to get my lashes lifted. So chill. What's goody in the hoodie? It's your girl, Mattia Washington, aka Mattia Washi. Welcome back to my channel. I just want to welcome all my new subscribers. And I want to welcome my returning subscribers back. For the new subscribers or anyone who has not subscribed, you already know what to do. Please go hit the notification bell. Turn your notifications on so you can get all the goodness when it drops. Don't be left out of the party, because it's always a party, okay? Don't be left out. I just want to thank you guys so much for your love, your support. For the next 4 videos, this one included, I'm doing a mini. Well, I really don't know if it's going to be considered a mini or if it's just a plain out series, but I guess it'll be mini, because when I say series, I just feel like I'm doing it extra big, and I ain't there yet, you know? I ain't there yet, but it's all good. I am doing a mini series on self-love. I'm excited about it because it's going to be a little different. Y'all know I be getting excited about certain topics, try not to make them all long and stuff. So we just going to pray that this video is not extra long. Even if it is, it's going to be worth the watch. But y'all stay tuned. I hope you enjoy. Again, thank you much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your love and support. This is really me. I be cutting up right here by myself. Thank you so much for your love and support. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Share with a friend, a family member, or somebody that you know who can use the video or use the information that is in the video or the channel, period. You know, we all about upbuilding, empowering, motivating, ministry, music, makeup, and we about all that. So go ahead and share it with somebody. Men, y'all may not be into makeup, but y'all can get into this vibe, because I be cutting up too. Stay tuned, y'all. Thank you. I regret it. I regret it. I regret it. Ooh, yeah. Hey, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You already know who it is, what it is, what it's for, all that. We already did all that in the intro, so I'm not reviewing all that again. Okay? Class is now in session. No. So, I decided, just kind of at the spur of the moment, just to do like a mini series on self-love. So this video, along with the next 3, will all tie in to self-love in certain ways as it pertains to moi. So y'all, you know what? Wait a minute. I just realized I'm missing one of my Christmas ornaments. Hold on. I had to go all the way to the car to get. Hold on, I don't know if I can rock the gangster lean with that joint. Okay. All right. So, I just wanted to be a little festive this video. You know, it's Christmas time. Um, yeah, so I just had to get a little festive. So, we jumping right into this video. So, the first part of the series is going to be seeing yourself greater. So, the questions that I jotted down was, how do you currently see yourself? If you see yourself negatively, what caused you to get here? It's not a question for me, this is a question for y'all. Because I already done been through my process. I know you grow self-love daily and all that, but I'm trying to help somebody else. So those are the first two, yes, those are the first two questions. It's not going to be a whole lot of questions, but those are the things that popped in my mind when I thought about how do you see yourself and seeing yourself greater. So you have to start somewhere to get somewhere. So how do you currently see yourself? If it's negative, what caused you to get there? So what I like to do is, I have realized that nothing is ever surface deep. You can look at a person's face. They can be beautiful on the outside, but of course, beauty extends beyond that. You can look at a person who always gets upset when it rains. If they get upset, it's a reason beyond that. You can look at a person who doesn't like dogs or doesn't like cats, but it's always a reason behind certain things. So the reason behind me asking the question is, how do you currently see yourself? If it's in a negative way, what caused you to get there? Because it's always a reason why people end up where they are. It's always a reason why people react the way that they react, why they do certain things that they do, because it's something at the root that led to that, or what it stems from. So I like to talk to people about getting to the root of what the issue really is. Because if you just mask things all the time, instead of dealing with the root, the same issue is going to continue over and over and over and over. So my first thing, I would say, get to the root. Why do you feel this way? Why are you struggling with self-love? Some people say, they don't like the way that their body looks. They feel they're too this, they feel they're too that, they feel they're not enough of this, they feel they're not enough of that. So what I like to say to that is, all of the negative things that you feel about yourself, and all of the negative things that someone else has spoken to you or about you, you just have to blot it out, and you have to allow it to go in one ear and out the other. But you also have to deal with what's inside of you. Because sometimes people can be telling you certain things, and depending on what it is, or there may be some truth to it, but just because something is one way right now does not mean that it can't be flipped. Doesn't mean that it can't be a turnaround. Doesn't mean that things can't go in the opposite direction. Just because it's negative don't mean it can't turn positive. So I like to tell people, deal with the root. Get to whatever the root cause or the root problem is. I know there's a lot of women who reach out to me in regards to sexual abuse. I find that kind of hard to believe, because I'm not a person who's ever been through sexual abuse. So in my eyes, I'm like, I don't know how to help. You know what I'm saying? But I've had to learn that sometimes people can be in dark places, but if they see a light, somebody who's in darkness, that's not to say that they don't know God, or, they're just in this dark, but people deal with certain things because of sexual abuse. Doesn't mean that it has to stay that way, but if a person is in a place of darkness, they are going to gravitate to light. And I always think about bugs with that, because, when you cut lights on, bugs gravitate, they just all around it with their worrisome selves. They just gravitate to it. So things that are in darkness, they will gravitate to the light. So I always, when I'm in these situations, I always pray and ask God, what is it that you would have me to tell these people, these women, because I don't know how it feels to be in their shoes. But I do feel that, in those moments, God will give you, or, whatever it is that needs to be said, just to help minister to them, to help uplift them, to help pour into them, and to help steer them back to a place of knowing who they are, helping them to be able to recognize it in themselves, and helping to try to change their mindset about how they feel about themselves, because that's so important. What we think about ourselves is so important. So I would like to say all of the negative things that have been said to you, that have been said about you, release it. Let it go. Today is a new day. Right now is a new time. This moment is a new moment. Anything can happen from this moment forward. You don't have to live in your past. You don't have to dwell in your past. You may remember certain things of your past, but you do not have to rest there. You don't have to stay there. So all the negative things that have been said to you, I don't care if it was a mother, a father, sister, brother, uncle, auntie, I don't care who said what to you, release it. Let it go right now. Because when we stay holding on and harboring to old things, one, it doesn't give God room to bring in something new. And if he does bring in something new, we're going to struggle with receiving something new because we're still holding on to the old things. So we have to release those bad things, release the negativity, let it go, so that we can make a conscious effort to move forward. Period. Because we don't want to stay back there. Why? Because it's too much up there. It's too much up there. We don't want to stay in the back. God got too much for us to do out here. Let that go. Poof, be gone. Your breath is too strong. Wait, come back. You need a tic-tac. I'm not trying to be mean, but you need some Listerine. Not a sip, not a swallow, but the whole doggone bottle. Hey, I forgot about that. I'm weak. Okay, so my next point is where/how do you see yourself in a greater way? Can you see yourself starting the business? Can you see yourself getting the promotion on the job? Can you see yourself accomplishing great things? Do you believe that you can and you will accomplish those great things? Those are just a few questions that I jotted down. Again, this is not for me to answer, not in this segment. I got something later on, not in this video. Oh, this gangster lean is pressing on my temple, about to give a sister a little headache. Anyway, can you see yourself being that amazing parent, that amazing spouse, that you can accomplish great things? Not just somebody else telling you these things, but can you see these things? These are just questions that I'm asking you. But I need you, as I'm asking, I need you to think about it. And I need you to see, how do you evaluate? Write things down. How do you really see yourself? So, and not only believing it, but actually putting forth the effort, working for it, towards it, executing, getting a plan, executing and making it happen. And that could be you solely doing it. But then also God will place people in your life. He'll give you resources, things for you just to continue to grow in that way so that his plan for you can manifest. I remember when I was at my old job, my assistant manager, she told me, she was like, because I had reached a point to where I was just like, I felt like there was no more growth for me. And I had a meeting with my assistant manager. This was like a few years ago. And I remember we met at a coffee shop, and she told me, she was like, I believe that you can do something. She was like, I do believe that you have outgrown here or this position. And she was like, I can see you doing other things. She was like, but I think that you are afraid, or you're, scared about stepping out. And that was the absolute truth. So another thing that we have to do is take out fear. We have to lose fear. I really didn't start letting fear go until I think maybe 2 years ago. And I was just like, even if I got to do it scared, everything somebody asked me to do, every idea I thought about doing, I was just like, I'm about to do it. Because at this point, it's just like when you reach a certain point and you start desiring more for yourself, it's just like you can't settle for anything beneath doing what you need to do to get to that place. So my next thing I would say, let fear go. And that's not even just a fear of business or a fear of, a fear of singing or a fear of dancing, a dance competition. That could even be a fear of how you think other people see your body, how you feel other people see, your hair, who you think gonna like your hair if you decide to get that cut. Even though some of that is, but some people really do be caring about that. And you just have to let it go. You can't care. You cannot be concerned about what people think about you. The only person that matters is you and God. God has already stamped you. He's already approved you. And that's it. That's that on that. That settles it. So don't focus on fear. Just see yourself operating in that place. Another thing, I remember has it been a year? Yeah, a little over a year ago, a woman, a pastor, she came to our women's conference, and she had called me up in the prayer line, and she was like, what'd she say? She was basically telling me that she saw me impacting women or empowering women in the world of beauty. And she was just like, I see you. She was like, but you're afraid to leave your job. You're afraid to leave your job because you're worried about how the bills is going to get paid, how to do this, And by that point, I'm just crying like, God, she telling the truth. For real, God, I don't know how it's going to happen. Because I really felt like that. I was ready to go. I was ready to have more. And sometimes I can kind of get to a place where I'm like, I know what it is that I want to do. And it's just like, I can be here. My vision can be all the way out there. And I'm just like, God, what's going to happen from here in between to get to that? How I'm going to do it? How you going to do it? Be trying to figure God out. And God is just like, you got to have faith. You got to believe. You got to work towards it. And you got to take the steps. He's not going to give us everything. Well, he's not going to give us everything as far as every single little step per se. But some things, literally walking by faith, not knowing how things are going to turn out. But just when you start, it'll manifest. It'll manifest. Things will come out of the things unexpected. Resources, people, money. So she had prophesied that over my life about, makeup and me empowering women through the world of beauty. And so I was like, okay, I still questioned it a little bit because I'm just like, Lord, I do my own makeup, but I ain't thought about doing nobody else's makeup. So I got a little timid with that. And I was just like, I don't know. I feel like I need to practice more on other people. And I don't know. And the more I questioned, because I was asking God, I was praying. I was like, God, is this your will? Is this your will? Is this what you want me to do? And the more I questioned, the more people were sewing into me. People would just show up, even for Christmas gifts. People would get me stuff that was makeup related. I was getting makeup brushes. I was getting gift cards to makeup places. I was getting money. People sewing into the business. And I'm just like, okay, God. All right. I hear you. All right. So, so when it came to that, I was trying to get an event like together in my head. So finally, I was like, Valentine's Day, I decided, I was going to do it for free. For the ladies who wanted their makeup done, go on a nice little date with their boyfriends, their fiancés, or their husbands, or whoever, their side piece, whatever. Y'all, I'm playing. But whoever, the ladies want to come get their makeup done, I was like, contact me for appointment time slots so I could devote enough time to each person. Boom, it was set. It was free. So I posted it on social media. People were sharing stuff like that. I had a few people hit me up. The day before, the few people that hit me up, all of them had to cancel. So nobody showed up. I was so excited. Why? Not because I was not excited because they didn't show up and I'm just like, oh, I don't have to do nobody's makeup. I don't got to fear about it looking bad. I was excited because I stepped beyond fear because I saw myself operating in that. Even if it was my first event, I saw myself stepping in that vein and I was so happy, like a toddler who's potty training and they finally drop it in the toilet and they just like excited. That's exactly how I felt because I could see myself doing that. And I was just like, God, I thank you for allowing me to step out of fear just to even take the step to post it. Cause and then my best friend, she was gonna make me a flyer. And things kept getting delayed with that. So I was just like, well, shoot, if she gonna make the flyer, then I ain't even gotta post that joint. I ain't even gotta post it. And I kept hitting her up like, you got the flyer ready, da, da, da. And she was like, I didn't have time to make it, da, 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 da. So I was just like, well, let me post pictures of makeup that I've already done, which it won't nobody but me and my sister. And then during quarantine, I just went into straight practice mode. More so on myself, but I also practiced a little on my sisters, on my mama too. But the point of that is we have to believe that we can do the things, we can attain the things, we can be the things that we see ourselves. But all of it starts with how we see ourselves. If we don't see ourselves in that light, if we think negative about ourselves, and we say, if I were to get up and look in the mirror every day and be like, dang girl, you sure is ugly. Like, what's the name on Color Purple? If I said that to myself every day, then I am going to be ugly because that's how I feel about myself. But what we speak out of our mouth, what we speak to our own self, we give life and we give power to those things. So we got to be wise in the things that we're saying about ourselves. So you got to see yourself greater. See yourself as beautiful. See yourself as owning the business. See yourself as purchasing that home. See yourself as getting that car. And even if you have to start somewhere on level A, don't mean that God doesn't have more for you. It don't mean that you're not going to get there. So that's about it. I ain't trying to make this like dumb long, because y'all know I can go toe to toe. Y'all know I can tell when I get to talking about stuff that's really passionate and really all up in the heart region for me, I can talk now. But make sure that you're seeing yourself. So those questions that I asked, how do you currently see yourself? If it is negative, what caused you to get there? How and where do you see yourself in a greater way? So I really just want to encourage anyone who's watching this, jot those questions down and write the answer out to yourself and figure out how you can deal with the root of the way that you feel about yourself. And once you figure those things out, deal with it from the root. All the negative stuff, let it go. Like, I'm awesome. Okay? Not on the court, but whatever. I am on the court. I see myself shooting that alley. Let me catch that alley. Boom. boom, slam dunk. Even though I'm only 5 feet, I can't even reach the rim. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. If I see myself doing it, huh? So, I just want to encourage you guys just to see yourself greater. Everything that is negative, let it go. Toss it in the trash can. Like, release it. Today is your day. Right now is your moment. Moving forward, it's a brand new moment. Don't waste it on things of the past. Don't waste it on old things. Don't waste it on an old mindset. See yourself greater. Think yourself greater. Speak yourself greater. Hey. All right, y'all. I'm off this. Thank y'all so much. I love you guys so much. I can't wait for part 2 of the series. But be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Share the series with anybody that you would like. These are just, a few little nuggets that I use. So I hope it helps somebody else. I hope it blesses. Amen. I ain't gonna get into all that. I'll save that for the next time. I love y'all. Peace.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.